Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's market fundamental and technical breakdown. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoku, the founder of 10x Digital Lane, where everyone who has a knowledge gap in digital trading can get the right knowledge, get the right guidance, get the right tools to enable them trade the digital markets profitably and professionally. So today's market fundamental and technical breakdown is for the time period of 27th of January to the 31st of January. I repeat, 27th of January to the 31st of January. If this is your first time, welcome. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell icon. How this market fundamental and technical breakdown goes is that I'm going to start, first of all, with the technical chart, okay, which has to show the structure of the market. And we're going to be using top-down analysis, and I'll be analyzing pairs like Euro USD, AUD USD, XAU USD, also known as gold, and then lastly BTC USD. Just these four, so that our analysis will be precise and focused and targeted in a very easy to understand pair. Then as well, we'll dive into the fundamental chart, which has to do with the fundamental news to drive the market for the week, macro events, and we'll wrap up with sentiment analysis, which has to do with what the market thinks, what the market feels on all these pairs, and how it will affect the market moving forward for this time period. So watch out as I share my screen on Euro USD to be able to spot out these trading opportunities. Okay, over here is Euro USD, which is one of the most popular traded pair on the monthly time frame. So we do top-down analysis. On the monthly time frame, we spot out for candlestick patterns, okay? So for the current candlestick pattern we see for January, it is forming like a hammer. And if this candlestick closes in the next 4 days as a hammer is a signal for reversal. Like over here, this is a hammer. You see, this is a hammer. This is a hammer. And after these two hammers formed, what do you see? There was massive up push. So if this candlestick closes as a hammer, we should be expecting a massive up push for February, March. Okay. So that's what we look out for on the monthly time frame. Then on the weekly time frame, we look out for chart patterns. And for this current weekly time frame, the chart pattern we currently see is an ascending triangle. This is the ascending triangle over here. Okay. So how the ascending triangle began to form is over here. The market was ranging for some time until it created this downtrend. Now you can see we have two possibilities. This to come back here, break to go down here, or the second possibility is this to come back here and go up here. So based on the hammer, this is the high probability trade setup. Okay, this is the high probability trade setup. Yes, based on the hammer we saw in the monthly time frame, if the market closes in the next 4 days as a hammer, this is what we should be expecting way more. Okay, on the weekly time frame. Okay, so that's what I see currently. That's the chart pattern I see. Then on the weekly time frame as well, we mark out the previous week high and low. So to mark out that, you just go to the candle, you mark out this low, you mark out this high. Then we go down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, mark out the prevailing trend. And after we mark out the prevailing trend, we also mark out the supply and demand. So for the daily time frame, the prevailing trend is meant to be a downtrend over here. But the trend has been broken. Okay. So the current prevailing trend now on the daily time frame is an uptrend. And this is the uptrend on the daily time frame, the prevailing trend. Okay, because the downtrend has been broken. Okay. So now the daily time frame is now forming a prevailing uptrend, so which is in sync. So we have also spotted our demand and the supply zone. This is our demand zone. This is our supply zone over here, and this is our demand zone on the daily time frame. So that's what we do on the daily time frame. Spot out a prevailing trend and also the demand and supply. Then as well, we'll go down to the 4 hours time frame. And in 4 hours time frame, we spot out the demand and the supply as well. So on the 4 hours time frame, to spot out the demand and supply, this is the demand I see on the 4 hours, and the supply I see is above here. This is the supply zone I see on 4 hours. So based on monthly forming a hammer, weekly giving us a an ascending triangle. Daily prevailing trend is uptrend, and 4 hours demand is really here. So I expect market to pull back towards here and then move up for this week. That's what I see for EUSD. Then the next on the list is AUD USD. We start from the monthly time frame as well. So AUD USD on the monthly time frame, we see that the market has respected this area of reversal in the past with this candle. And if the candle closes in the next 4 days, you know that this area has held the market for a up push for AUD moving forward. Okay, that's what we see on the monthly time frame. Then on the weekly time frame, the chart pattern we currently see is we see a wedge pattern. Okay, we see a descending wedge. This is the pattern here, over here. So this wedge pattern now is having a pull back up to the upside. Okay, something similar to this one. Something similar to this move here. Okay, so that's what I see currently on the weekly time frame on AUD USD. And as well, I've marked out the weekly high and the weekly low. I've marked out the weekly high and the weekly low. So we go down to the daily time frame. Then on the daily time frame, we mark out the prevailing trend. So the prevailing trend on the daily time frame, you can see this was the prevailing trend before. This downtrend was the prevailing trend before, but that downtrend has been broken. So now the prevailing trend is an uptrend, which connects this low and this low over here. Then the point about connected is this low and this low to get this uptrend. Then the daily supply, this is the daily supply zone I see, and also this is the daily demand zone I see. Then on the 4 hours time frame, 4 hours time frame, what are the 4 hours supply and the 4 hours demand as well. So the 4 hours time frame, the 4 hours supply I see is this particular supply up here. This is particular supply I see for the 4 hours. So for the 4 hours demand, this is the particular 4 hours demand I see over here. So based on my analysis, I anticipate markets coming downwards towards the supply zone and this trend line, and then continue the trip to the upside. That's what I see for AUD. Then the next on the list is XAUUSD. XAUUSD. We start with the monthly time frame. So monthly time frame on XAUUSD, the market is currently at the all-time high region, and it is a bullish candle. Okay, it's at the all-time high region, and it's a bullish candle. It's a bullish candle. So there is still chances that if this market closes in the next 4 days, we should see more up push on the monthly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, the chart pattern I see is an ascending triangle. It's an ascending triangle. This is the ascending triangle over here. Over here. This is more like the resistance on the weekly time frame. Okay. So that ascending triangle has been broken. So the ascending triangle pattern, this is it. The market now came and broke it. So how it's meant to be is a retest and then continuation push to the upside. So that's what I see on the weekly time frame. Then I marked out the previous week low and the previous week high. Then we go down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, this line is not valid anymore. On this time frame, we mark out the daily demand and supply. Over here is the daily demand zone, and the daily supply zone over here is the daily supply zone. This one here, which is the last resistance point for the market to fall rapidly. So this is the daily supply zone, this is the daily demand zone. Then the prevailing trend line, you can see the prevailing trend line is drawn over here. This prevailing trend line. We can get another prevailing trend line, but I doubt it's going to be accurate. Well, we can get something like this as the prevailing trend line. Then go down to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame, let me delete this. The 4 hours time frame, mark out the 4 hours demand and supply. This is 4 hours supply, so this 4 hours demand zone. So for gold, what I see is the market coming up to go back down to this point. That's what I see on XAU USD. Going towards the supply zone before dropping to the downside. So that's what I see on XAU USD. Then the last on the list is BTC USDT. BTC USDT. Starting from the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, we have a bullish candle. You can see it over here. And BTC broke an all-time high last week over here, getting to this point of $109,000. Then just like the same structure we see on gold, it could continue pushing to the upside. Overall target I can see here is 120. Then on the weekly time frame, the chart pattern I see is a flag pattern. Okay, this is the flag pull, this is the correction. So I'm still bullish on Bitcoin to continue pushing to the upside. Okay, so this is the flag pattern I see, and this is how flag patterns are formed. So the next is on the daily time frame. I also marked out the previous week high and previous week low. On daily time frames, what are the daily demand and supply? So currently the market is inside the daily demand, okay, for Bitcoin. This daily demand I see over here, and that daily demand I see is at this point. So if this daily demand is broken by this current candle, this current daily candle, then we should anticipate market coming towards daily demand. So this is daily demand I see. And then daily supply has to do with this particular candle here where we had massive reversals and rejections over here. So this is daily supply zone. Then on the 4 hours, sorry, the prevailing trend on Bitcoin, prevailing trend on Bitcoin is still an uptrend. Okay, so you can see this line will drop all the way from here, and uptrend. Okay, so that's what I see right now on Bitcoin. We can get another trend this way. Because what makes up a trend is two touches. Okay, two touches of the wick or the body of the candle. So this is under trend, prevailing trend based on the daily time frame. Then on the 4 hours time frame, as well as 4 hours demand and 4 hours supply. So on the 4 hours, I see this as the 4 hours demand at this point. This whole candle here. And this should be the validation point. Okay. So this is what I see currently on the 4 hours. So based on what I see on BTC, on this demand zone, that's what we're looking for our buys towards the supply. Okay. So that's what I see for BTC. Buys towards the supply. Yes, because the principle of trading a descending wedge is as soon as this wedge was broken over here, there's going to be a retest that continues. The market has come back countless times to retest this zone. So before it continues this push to the upside to break this all-time high. So that's what I see for Bitcoin as at now. So with that said, if you want to learn more about trading, you can dive down to our website, www.10xdigital.com. Okay. You can see at 10x Digital Lane Academy, we bring you unique perspectives to the world of digital assets. We teach you how digital trading works, how to earn massive passive income on different digital assets, how to invest in safe assets, how to build and grow your startup business from zero to hero. So you can sign up right now because procrastination is a thief of your time. Over here are some of the companies that we have partnered with to offer these services to you. We invest in YouTube, we use blockchain technology, we use other brokers like HFM and so on and so forth. Yeah, a few of our team members who have been advising, supporting, and guiding us through this process. And over here is our courses. Okay, we have the free package, and we also have the basic package for 1 month, the premium package for 3 months, the pro package for 6 months, and the ultra pro package for 1 year. So for this ultra pro package, you'll be getting access, one-on-one access to me, you're getting access to our trading dashboard. We're also getting access to our boot camp, whereby you'll be learning this strategy like a pro. We also have a one-on-one practical training with me that's going to give you the top edge you need to be able to understand this system and make profit from this system. Also, on the Ultra Pro, you're going to be getting a $1,000 funded account once you're done with your training and you've passed through our test, and also you are certified from our academy. So this is something that will really, really help you to be able to grow, really, really help you to be able to thrive in the trading space. So with that said, let's dive down to the economic calendar for the week. So on the economic calendar for the week, this morning by 10 a.m., Monday, January 27, 2025, we have IFO business climate. IFO business climate has to do with how the businesses in Germany thinks about the economy. Previous is for 84.7. And analysts are saying that it's going to be 84.6, which is lower than 84.7. So the climate in business in Germany is not positive. That's what it means. But if it turns out higher than 84.6, it means that the business climate in Germany is quite good. It's going to give euro strength. Then in the New York session, we have new home sales month over month. New home sales month over month. So it has to do with the new homes that have been built and the sales report. Okay. Over here, it is saying that previous report was 5.9 in November, and that's hitting December to be minus 3.5. Okay, if this is true, that means that there was no much sales. It's going to make dollar weak. Okay, well, I believe there should be more sales in December for the dollar. So the next is tomorrow, Tuesday, we have the NAB business confidence. That's to do with businesses and their confidence in Australia. The previous is minus 3%, okay, and the consensus is 3%, which is positive. So by 1:30 a.m. tomorrow on Tuesday, if this news turns out positive, it's going to give the Australian dollar some strength. Then as well on Tuesday by London session, we have unemployment rate for Spain. Okay, so over here they're saying that unemployment is currently 11.21% of population in Spain. But if it's and they're anticipating for it to reduce to 11.1%, if this is true, it's going to give the euro strength. But if we see anything higher than 11.1, it's going to give the euro weakness. Then the durable goods order month over month, durable goods order X defense month over month, and durable goods X transport month over month. So everything here, it has to do with durable goods, okay? There are types of goods that are called, they have different type of goods like perishable goods, consumer goods, they have durable goods. So durable goods are like your TV, some purchases you buy, and then it takes a very long time to be able to make another purchase, like a refrigerator and AC and so on and so forth. So over here now is minus 1.1%, okay? And there they are saying that it's increased to 0.8% in December. If this is true, it's going to give the dollar strength, okay, against every other pair, like AUD, Euro, and gold, okay? Also Bitcoin. But if it turns out negative, it's going to give the dollar weakness. Then on Wednesday, we have the CPI for Australian dollar by 1:30 a.m., which has to do with inflation. Over here, the previous is 139.1 and the consensus is 139.1. If we see anything higher than 139.1, it's going to give the Australian dollar strength. But if we see anything lower than 139.1, it's going to give the Australian dollar weakness. Every other thing here is a derivative, okay? The main one we're going to focus on is this CPI quarter four. The inflation rate over here is as well important, okay, with this CPI. The inflation rate here is 2.8%, okay, which is quarter four of last year compared to the upper year. Quarter four of 2023 compared to quarter four of 2024. That's what this means year over year. So the previous is 218 in 2023, and the anticipated 24 should be 2.5, 2.8, 2.5. So if it reduces 2.5, it's going to make the Australian dollar to be weak. Okay. So, but if it's higher than 2.5, it's going to make the Australian dollar to be strong, okay? And it's going to buy massively on Wednesday by 1:30. So the next is by London session by 8 o'clock. We have the consumer confidence, how the consumers in Germany feel about the economy. Are they optimistic or pessimistic? The previous is minus 21.3, which is low. And yeah, consensus is saying minus 20, which is an improvement, okay? If this is true, it's going to give the Australian dollar some strength. Then we have GDP growth as well. GDP growth, we need to see figures higher than 0.6% because, yeah, analysts are saying that the GDP growth quarter four is 0.8, which is high, but the consensus is 0.6. If this happens, it's going to make the euro weak, okay? But if we see something higher than 0.6, it's going to make the euro strong for London session on Wednesday. Then we have the Austria Bank manufacturing PMI. You have to do with the cost of manufacturing products, okay, in Austria. Austria is an European country. So over here, they're saying that it is 43.3, and their analysts are expecting to be 43. If this happens, it's going to give the euro some weakness by 10 o'clock. So we need it to be positive If it is higher than 43, then it's going to give the euro some strength as well. Then New York session comes in. We have goods trade balance, which has to do with total imports minus total exports. Okay. Over here, we're seeing it is $102.86 billion against $105.4 billion, which is bad. Okay. If there is more exports, okay, the figure will turn out positive, higher than 105.4 billion. Okay. But if the imports are more, that's when you come into a trade deficit. They are currently in a trade deficit. But if they're doing more exports, they'll be in a trade surplus. Okay, that's how it works. Then on that same Wednesday, we have the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. Over here, they're saying that they might cut interest rate by 25 basis points. And if this happens, it's going to make the Canadian dollar weak. Then we have interest rate decision as well on that same Wednesday for the United States dollar by 8 o'clock in the evening. And they're saying that they'll leave interest rates unchanged. If this happens, it's going to get the dollar weak. So let's watch out and see how that happens. Then on Thursday, January 30th, 2025, we have the GDP growth rate. Okay, GDP growth rate. Over here is London session by 7:30. So if the GDP is higher, it's good for euro. Okay, but if the GDP is lower, it is bad for euro. Okay, because I can see a lot of quarter GDP year over year and quarter over year. So if the GDP is high, right, so like 0.4% against 0%, okay, it is bad. But if you get anything above 0%, then it is good for euro. Okay, so everything here covers that. Then unemployment rate, like I said before, is when you have more unemployment, it is bad for the economy. Over here, it is currently stable, 6.3 against 6.3. But we see anything lower than 6.3 to make euro strong. We see anything higher than 6.3 to make the euro weak. Then for that same Thursday as well, we have interest rate decision for euro. Interest rate decision for euro over here. So they're saying that they will cut their interest rate by 2.9. They will cut the interest rate by 25 basis points. If that happens, their interest rate will drop down to 2.9%. Okay, so that is also going to make the euro weak. That will be in during the London session. Sorry, New York session. You can see it here is 2:15 p.m. So during New York session, if that happens, it's going to make the euro weak. Then for Thursday as well, we have the initial jobless claims, which is total of people that are filing for they don't have job, they need job benefits. Over here, they're saying that the previous is 223K for last week, Thursday, and this week they're saying that it might increase to 225K. If this happens, it's going to make the dollar to be weak. Okay. And same thing for continual jobless claims. The previous figure is 1,899K, and they're expecting it to be 1,885K. If this happens, it's going to make the dollar strong. So watch out for it. We want lesser initial jobless claims, which is going to give the dollar strength. And as well, GDP growth, we want it to improve. And the previous is 3.1%. They're anticipating for it to be 2.7. If that happens, dollar will be weak. But if you get something higher, dollar will be strong. So we're watching out for that as well. So that could be the whole news we need to see euro USD probably dropping further down because of that interest rate that was announced as well on Thursday. Then on Friday, we have retail sales year over year. Let's do total retail store sales. That is during 8 o'clock in the morning London session. So if you see higher retail sales percentage, it is good for the euro. But if you see lower interest rate sales, it is bad for the euro. Over here, the previous is 2.5%. Consensus is 1.9%. Okay, so which is bad for euro. But if you see anything higher than 1.9%, it is good for euro. Then the Swiss franc as well has their retail sales as well. The same analogy that goes for this analogy that goes for the retail sales year over year for euro goes for this retail sales of Swiss franc. Then we have inflation rate year over year. A higher inflation rate like you see here, than anticipating to 1.5, it is good for euro to give euro strength. But any inflation rate lower than the consensus is bad for the currency. Then a lot of euro news that's Friday, but it has to do with unemployment, which I've handled before. CPI, okay, and inflation. So to wrap up the week during New York session, we have personal income month over month, personal spending month over month. If there is more personal income, it's going to give the dollar strength. And if there is more personal spending is going to give the dollar strength as well. So, but anything lower is going to give the dollar some weakness. Okay. So that's what I see. Then the price index over here, I will not really pay much attention to this particular price index over here, price index in over months. The one I will pay more attention to this personal income, but they are all dropping at the same time by 2:30 p.m. New York session. So thank you so much for watching to this point. I appreciate your time to learn, to grow, and to make what a profitable trading session this week. I wish you a profitable trading week. Don't forget to join our Telegram and our WhatsApp. The link is going to be on the description for free signal. I am seeing a buy setup for BTC. And if I'm able to get the signal this morning, I'll be able to send it across. So just click the link, join our Telegram, click the link below, join our WhatsApp, subscribe, and also create a broker account, which is going to give you the leverage to enter the forex market and place trades in the forex market with your little deposit. Thank you so much once more, and I wish you a profitable trading week.